We're conducting an interview for our new Slack prototype for how to define a past conversation. And we have Wendy here as a user to experience our new prototype. Hi, Wendy.
Hey.
Thank you for accepting the interview. So our this is our new prototype, and we make two new features for user to help user to find past conversations. Can you let me know how do you usually, or what's the process for you to find past conversations on Slack currently?
Well, I guess my usual way is just to go on like different Slack channel or by their names, and then most of the time if it's recent convo, I scroll up and down to search for it or the file, and if it's like an older version of the file or a convo, I would try to use some keyword to try to search for that file. But sometimes, I guess, yeah, I think it's very inconvenient for me to search, especially like for like convos that existed a few weeks ago. It's really hard to find those, and it's really time consuming and inconvenient.
So our new prototype here, let me introduce you a little bit about our new prototype. So we developed two uh new features. One is find it by user relevancy. Another one is by user relationship. For relevancy, what we do here, as you can see, this is the screen for your Slack. And when you click search, it will have the relevancy of like message, file, links, image, etc. coming up. And if you want to find a file, you can directly just click file.
Okay.
And all the files for your past conversations with everyone or entire channel
Okay.
will come up. Then you might can click keyword. Then it will guide you to all the files include with that keyword. You still can find it. You can click these and do it by most relevance or more power search to narrowing down the search. That is one for relevancy. And if you want to find user for user relationship, and that's is you can find all the user and all the each individual's conversations by clicking their name. Then you will find all of their past conversations, message, and files here below their profile picture. And you can find a message.
Yep.
And you can view files and then click the newest files. This would be how you find files or past conversations by clicking a username and finding the user who you have conversation with.
Okay.
Just by looking at these, what's your thought, and then how do you feel now for finding past conversation?
Well, first off, I think it's a huge improvement from what current Slack version has. And I think the biggest improvement comes from the fact that right now I can search for different categories of the file source. For me, as a paid social manager, a lot of times that I know what type of file sort that I want to search, whether it's a static imagery or a video or Excel sheet. So under this new functionality, I think it provide a lot of convenience during search. So I don't have to scroll up and down trying to find a specific file in all the lengthy conversations. And another thing is that I really like the fact that when I click on each individual profile, it's separated by whether it's like pure message or file, because then it's like the file is standing out. So if I'm only looking from a source from my conversation with one person, I can easily identify that piece of file. So I think it's great. I do think that something that I still think it will potentially be kind of struggle is that if say I want to search for an imagery on video that's like 1 year ago and I don't remember the key term, I think that's still something might be slightly harder for me to locate that source in relative short time. I think it still will take a lot of time. So maybe that's something I have recommendation that you guys can explore if there's a better way of source those files, especially for the assets that don't have a name. I mean, like people usually sometimes when they share files, they don't like attach like or give proper name. So that might be something worth consideration. Yeah, I guess that's my only recommendation.
So then do you feel these would help you find past conversations quicker and easier, or do you think this is okay? Um, this is just an extra feature for Slack.
No, I think as I said earlier, I think it's a lot of it's already a huge progress what you guys have designed, and I'm really impressed with the level of yeah, I'm really impressed with the level of like detail and granularity. Like you can even search for voice messages, as I know like a lot of people, at least my supervisors always, voice chatted with me, and then people sending gifts, or like, if it's a large group, then like pin is also something that, people can easily identify. So I guess, yeah, the only thing that I'm concerned is whether we can find relative documents underneath certain keywords. Yeah, that's my only concern. But I think it's really convenient and it's easy to yeah, it's really easy to locate most of the files or message that I'm looking for.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Wendy, for helping out and then do a user interview for our prototype. And I hope you have a great day.
Thank you. Yeah. And best of luck, going into actual production of this new feature.
I don't know if that